Hello friends, it is Danny. Welcome back to another video. Today is the first day of vlog 3 of BookTube Games, and I am sick. Today is the 15th. This is the first day of week 3. I haven't done any reading yet. Today we have some errands to run and I need to go to the clinic and get some antibiotics because this is ridiculous. This is what happens when you have a compromised immune system. Love that for me. Update time! It is 6:32. Not that you can see it because it just shut off. It's 6:32. I just got home. I've kind of been running around all day since getting home, and I went to the doctor's and got some antibiotics. I have, however, done some reading. I didn't think I was going to, but I had time at Tyler's to start listening to more of the Christina Lauren book. I can't remember the name of it for my life. It's like my favorite half nightstand. All the time I hear in my head, my favorite nightstand because of Whitney. But on top of that book, I've also started reading Life Sucks by these people. I am going to, if you can hear it, have a bath because your girl don't feel good and I want to relax. I'm going to go have a bath. I'm going to probably listen to my audiobook first, and then when my phone starts dying because it's at 50%, I will switch over to the graphic novel. Okay, so we've run into our first problem with the BookTube Games spread, and that is I don't have enough room for any more. Oh god, this is terrible showing you. I don't have any more room on my bookshelf now that I've added the 2 books that I'm currently reading. What do I do? Well, it's past midnight. I sound and my throat feels like I've gargled a million nails. I'm not exactly sure how far into my favorite half nightstand. I'm just gonna call it my favorite nightstand from now on, I guess. I'm not sure how far into that I am. I'm on like chapter 7 or 8, so I don't know if that's too far in. I also managed to get, yes, I'm standing in my kitchen because it's the only room with a light on. I also managed to get 19 pages into Life Sucks. I never read anything after that. Hello, hi, how are you doing? It is 4:04 on Saturday the 16th, and I have not done too much. I have pretty much been listening to Spotify and working on my crochet project for a while. I was basically waiting until my mom went to work to actually come in my room and do things. She went to work around 3 and my phone was dead, so I wasn't able to update you then, but I'm able to update you now because my phone is charging. What have I done today, you might ask? Well, I haven't done any reading, but that's okay. Well, technically I've done reading this morning, early this morning, like after midnight. I read a bunch of my half nightstand, my favorite half nightstand. I had an allergic reaction to the antibiotic that I was given last night. I got sick. I got sick, I mean sick, and I had hives all over my arms and my stomach, and it was just not cute. So I have a new medicine to add to my growing list of medicines I'm allergic to. Okay, so I have done everything on my to-do list. It is 8:37, so it's taken me like all afternoon to do it, but I have edited, uploaded the vlog. I've applied to more jobs. There was something else. Oh, I've sent the emails that I needed to send, and so now I've just shut off my computer and everything. To update you on my bullet journal spread, I have officially glued in 2 pieces of paper. This is what my page tracking looks like. I haven't filled in today because I haven't done any reading. Love that. These are the books up here. This page flips up, and these are all the books I've already read or I'm currently reading. I'm currently reading Life Sucks and my favorite half nightstand. And then this is for any books I read after finishing one of those 2 so that I can add in more books. I'm probably not going to read 15 more books. I have enough room there for that. And then down here, I have all of the books under here that I've already read, and I've just added this little paper over top. The last one down here will probably jut out a little bit, but then everything after that will be added to this page. It is 2:10 a.m. and I am just heading into bed. I'm taking in my graphic novel and my headphones. I am probably gonna just listen to my audiobook for a few minutes, Last night I listened to it for like 15 minutes, fell asleep, and it ended up going all the way through the book again. It's a problem. I can't seem to get out of that habit. I never really updated you on what I thought about Life Sucks, which is a graphic novel about vampires, or a vampire named Dave. He's very interested in this girl named Rosa, and she's a human, and so like you go through this entire graphic novel and he's fallen in love with her, and there's a douchey surfer guy named Wes, and he's like the bad guy of the book. Got to the end and I was just like, what? I just read through that entire thing for that to happen. I'm so like meh about it. Like, I didn't really like love it. I didn't hate it. I didn't like the ending, so I just gave it 3 stars. Like I said, I'm very picky about my graphic novels now. This is the last graphic novel that I have from the library that I'm going to read. I also took out Guardians of the Galaxy, but I just don't feel like I'm gonna end up getting to that one, and I'm probably just gonna return it. So it's like almost 1 p.m. and I am just getting into bed. Goal for today, I want to listen to as much of my favorite Half Night Stand as I can, because like I said, I have An Absolutely Remarkable Thing and Peter Pan to read after that. Let's talk about my favorite Half Night Stand, because I have some feelings about it and I want to talk about them and see if they change. In the book, there's Millie and I almost said Josh, but his name is Reed. So there's Millie and Reed, and they're like best friends with all of these other guys, but they end up doing the do at the very beginning of the book, and then they all decide that they're going to this like big event thing together, but they want to bring dates. So Millie convinces everybody to go on this dating website, create profiles, try and meet new people. Makes a profile for herself and it kind of sucks, so she makes another profile for herself using her middle name and a picture that doesn't show her face, and she ends up matching with Reed. He doesn't know that it's her. He should have realized it was her, but she's gone this entire time. They've been talking for like weeks, and she's gone this entire time without telling him that she's Catherine, and so she's kind of catfishing him like right to his face, which is almost equally as bad as like catfishing somebody through a computer that you don't actually know. So I don't exactly know how I'm feeling about that. I'm not a catfish fan. I don't like the show. I get pissed off when I hear about catfishing stories, and so I'm not really liking that Millie is being so deceitful with him. I kind of hope she'll redeem herself, but the way it's going, I don't think she will. Here's another thing that I've noticed about Reed and Millie from my favorite Half Night Stand is she might be catfishing him, and yes, I have a lot of issues with that, but he's also leading her on, and he doesn't feel any remorse about it. Like, he will have sex with her, no problem, and like he enjoys being in her company, and like yeah, they're best friends and stuff, but like it feels like he's leading her on as like, oh, I want sex with you. I also want to chat with other women on this website. He's getting feels. Sure, that's cool. And he thinks that she doesn't have the feels either, because she's like playing it off and playing it cool and trying to make him think that she doesn't like him, but she does. But like, they're both really terrible to each other in terms of like trying to figure out their feelings, and it's kind of bothering me. Like, I like the book thus far. Just little things are like pricking at the back of my brain, just being like, that's not cool, that's not right, that's not cute, no. Okay, so I just finished my favorite Half Night Stand by Christina Lauren. I don't want to give away the ending, so I'm not going to spoil it or anything. What I will say though is very content with how it ended, and one of my favorite things about the entire book was the friendship group. I really love how Millie and Reed were like the glue to the little friendship group between them and Ed and Alex, and I forget the other guy's name. There's another guy. That being said, I really love their group dynamic, but because Millie and Reed are like having issues between them, it kind of puts the other guys in the situation where they're like, do we go with her? Do we go with him? Which side do we choose? Do we not take sides? I don't know. I just really enjoyed that. I think that's one of my favorite parts, and the epilogue just made me really happy, and it actually made me laugh out loud, so that's good. Overall, I did enjoy the book. despite my couple issues with it, and I would give it like 4.5 stars or like 4 stars, like solid 4, maybe 4.5. Now I am going to throw on An Absolutely Remarkable Thing because it is a 12-hour book and it's long, and I only have 14 days to read it, so I want to read it as much as I can and get it done. We'll update you in a little bit. Thus far, it's very Hank Green. Like, you can tell Hank has written it. So I am almost 60% of the way through An Absolutely Remarkable Thing, and the one thing I have to say is that I do not like the main character. I don't like the narrator. She just seems conceited and bitchy and like full of herself, and she's like, I want it to be about me, and I'm the one that found the alien. Like, she's just a bitch. I don't like her. Trying to figure out how I felt about that book. Just finished An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. I'm not really sure how to feel about it because I really, for the longest time, did not like the main character. And maybe it was intentional that Hank wrote her that way so that I wouldn't like her, but then grow to like her. I don't know, I didn't like her as a character. But by the end of the book, I was like rooting for her, and then it ends on a cliffhanger, and I'm just like, okay, so when is the second book coming out? I didn't find it like a 5-star read. I would say it's more of like a 3.5-star read. Hope that doesn't offend anybody. 3 seconds later. Okay, so I knew this was gonna happen, but as soon as I posted the update on Goodreads saying that I only gave An Absolutely Remarkable Thing 3.5 stars. Well, Nat thinks I only gave it 3 stars, but I knew as soon as I posted it that Nat was gonna comment something, and she just tweeted and she was like, how did you only give this 3 stars? How do we live in the same world? I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. I'm sorry, Nat. I'm sorry. It is 11:53, so I am gonna wait until midnight hits because your girl ran out of space on today to actually write in more pages. So I'm gonna wait and just stick with this number. So my total for today, the 17th of February, is 650 pages even. Hello, hi, how are you doing? It is 12:23. I have not started an audiobook yet. I have finished all of my pages, which I will be inking in tomorrow. So I'm going to start with Peter Pan because that's the only audiobook I now have to read until I find some more on Overdrive. Okay, so hi. I am in bed now. It's like 2:30 and I have read 50% of Peter Pan. I have to get up at 6 a.m. because Hannah's coming over and it's the only time she can get dropped off. So this is pretty much like a nap for me. So I'm going to be exhausted. I'm technically counting this as like my 24-hour readathon with a slight nap in the middle. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. It is 6:44. I've been up since like 10 after 6. Hannah should be here in a few minutes. And the reason why she's coming so early is because her mom works at 7 and her mom is her like only way to get here. So it's early and we're gonna hang out for the day. We're going to spend the day bullet journaling and probably reading and talking and hanging out, which we haven't done in a while. I'm very excited. She should be here literally like anytime, and I actually think that's her pulling up now. That would be her. So she's here. Hi fam! Hannah's here and we're working on bullet journal stuff. Gotta love that. Woo. And also she's working on a manuscript. I be featured. I just wanna be on YouTube with her. I wanna be in the book videos. And if I am, then I'll suck your toes. Well, that shit got weird really fast. Danielle, I want to be in your vlog. I wish that I could sing. Is the only chord you know? Yes. I think maybe you could hit some keys and I could hit some deep Elvis notes, maybe. Oh, yeah. I'm really good at opera. I am, seriously. I'm really good. Any song, name it right now and I'll hit the high. Nessun Dorma. What's that? Nessun principessa nella tua fredda stanza.
Norsandama. Okay, shut up! Oh my god!
So my fam was here for family day. We had dinner. It was nice. We're now watching our TV shows, and then I am already falling asleep because waking up at 6 a.m. when you go to bed at 3:30 is not ideal. Hello, hi, how is everyone doing? So it is 1:15. I didn't get much reading done in the later part of the day. Like I said, I have pretty much been spending my time hanging out with like Hannah. My family came over. I am actually going to count my 100 pages for my 24-hour readathon because apart from like a 2-hour nap, which is all I've slept in the last 24 hours, I have been up 24 hours consecutively. There's 128 pages of Peter Pan. I'm also reading a graphic novel which is out in my living room called The Lights. I'm halfway through it, just filling in my bullet journal spreads now, and then I'm going to climb into bed, probably put Peter Pan on my phone for like a little bit to just kind of relax myself, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. So we are at my mom's pool games, and like it hasn't started yet, but we're here until like 10 o'clock tonight, if not longer, because there's only 4 tables and a lot of teams. We're at the pool games and stuff, and I am still not feeling well, so my plan is to talk into this mic so that you can barely hear the radio, and I'm going to listen to Peter Pan while we're here because that's the audiobook that I've downloaded. We're home now. I still feel like shit. We have been listening to Peter Pan, but my phone is at 20% battery, so I'm gonna charge it once I pick up my charger, which I just dropped. I'm probably going to read more of The Light while we watch our TV shows, and then I'll go back to Peter Pan after that. What a night. I got home and did not read anything because I'm not feeling good at all. Been to the hospital. I have a herniated belly button and I'm getting antibiotics, and I got a Starbucks to make myself feel better. Who the hell herniates their belly button from coughing too hard? Me, apparently. All I have to say about it is, ow, oh my god, ow. I'm listening to That Summer by Sarah Dessen. It's like 4.5 hours. I'm halfway through it. I've kind of had an on-again, off-again relationship with Sarah Dessen books, and I either love them or I can't get through them. This is becoming one of those ones where I'm not too sure if I do like it, because the main character is 15. She, I think, is falling for a guy who's like 20. He dated her sister. Future Danny here to say that I have since finished this book and realized that she was not really falling in love with the guy that I was talking about in this clip, and also I found out that this is Sarah Dessen's first book, therefore it is really bad because of that, I guess. I also feel like the book is really immature. There's not really a plot to it either. It's just kind of like, her sister's getting married and she works at a mall, and that's about it. So I'm currently hiding out in my room from a movie that we're watching because I'm pretty sure the dog's gonna die. I read the last 64 pages of Peter Pan, 127 pages of That Summer by Sarah Dessen. That's all I did for reading yesterday. I wanted to update you because I haven't really filmed anything today. I have read the other half of The Light. Don't know who it's by. It was meh. It was meh. We're gonna go with meh. I don't know. I skim read it. It was boring, but I still read it. And I don't know. Just didn't like it. I would give it like 2 stars, 2.5, 2. We'll go with 2. Need to fill out my bullet journal that I've done that. I've also been listening to That Summer by Sarah Dessen. And after listening to that, I have a couple other audiobooks on my phone. But I am also going to start a physical book. After going through the pages and knowing what they're about, mostly, I have decided that my physical book that I'm going to pick up is You Asked for Perfect by Laura Silverman. And then I will automatically go into Odd One Out, because these two were two of the books that I put on my TBR and have not got to yet, and we're coming close to the end of BookTube Games. And I'm going to take You Asked for Perfect out to the living room. I'm going to finish that summer by listening to it while I work on my like little blanket thing that I'm making for Indy, and then I guess I'll start You Asked for Perfect after that and then see where the audiobooks takes me. Hi, it is just past midnight by like 3 minutes, I think. Yeah. The only other reading I've done today, apart from the 70 pages I logged in my book earlier, was I just hit midnight, so I just hit my little bookmark thingy, and it says I have read to 88% of that summer. So, from 55% to 88% is 76 pages of that summer. I'm gonna stay up for a bit. My mom and I are just kind of watching TV. I am going to go continue crocheting and listening to that summer. I am going to finish it, so whatever's left in the 88 to 100 is what I'm going to go read, but that is going to be something that I update in my next vlog, because this is the end of vlog 3. I don't know my page totals for right now, but this is how my bullet journal tracker is looking thus far. I'm really proud of it and really happy with how it looks. I'm just so excited to finish out BookTube Games, and I'm very excited for next week. In next week's vlog, you will be seeing me attend Frenzy Presents and meeting Angie Thomas again. All of those fun things, but that's like the #1 big thing that I'm excited about. So stay tuned for that. Check out my vlog next week. Until that vlog, friends, happy reading and writing. Bye!
Darling, it's a good